Hey guys, this is Billy from AdultCello.com, and today I have a 5-minute warm-up for beginners, and we're going to focus on the left hand. So this is perfect if you've just started playing cello, or if maybe you've been playing cello for a little bit and it's been a couple days, maybe even a couple weeks, and you just want to kind of get reacquainted with everything. When I warm up with adult learners, what I want to focus on are two things in particular. The one is just actually physically feeling warmed up a little bit, so getting a little circulation going. And the other thing I want to work on is working on very specific kind of hinging mechanisms in some of our joints that we don't usually use in everyday life. And for adult learners, these are the places that can stiffen up or can stay stiff if you don't work on it. All right, so let's go ahead, put 5 minutes on the clock. Boom, and here we go. So first thing I'm going to do, if you have your cello with you, you can go ahead and put it down if you want, or if you want to hold it like I'm, just like a cello, just don't hit it, okay? And don't hit your bow. I'm just going to swing my arms. It looks a little crazy, but basically, if you get a slightly vigorous swing, you can actually kind of feel the blood moving around in your hands, your fingertips. Okay, if you don't have your cello with you, you could do something like this, like crossing over. That helps too. But doing this for a little bit really helps get the blood going. I'm not a huge fan of kind of static stretching of the fingers like that. That even when I used to do that a lot, it didn't really make me feel very good. So I just do something like this. I just don't want my hands to feel just kind of cold and stiff, okay? This also helps my shoulders a little bit. Feels good. Okay, so just a couple more seconds of this, okay? All right, we're gonna move on, but you can go ahead and do more of that if you want, all right? So now, talking about hinges, what I want to work on is this row of knuckles right here, okay? This is where it's hard for adult learners to get used to having it flexible and loosened up, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'll hold my right hand out like a palm, the palm of my hand up, and then I'm going to make a little spider, okay? And then I put the legs of the spider in the palm of my hand, my right hand, and I'm going to push down with kind of my entire arm just sinks down, and I want to see the bend in this row of knuckles, okay? So it's not like I push down and my fingertips splay out and I just close my hand like a clapping, like that. It's here, and my fingertips keep their spot and only the knuckles drop, okay? So this motion is very peculiar for most adult learners because it's just not something we engage very much when we're doing our everyday life. What it really helps with is sinking weight comfortably into the string, finger by finger, and also learning how to hinge there and get, kind of bring the hand around when you want to play fourth finger comfortably, stuff like that. Okay, so often neglected. Now, let's grab our bow. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pick a closed hand position, and I'm just going to play 1, 2, 3, 4 in any closed hand position. I'll do first position, but you could do it any position you want in the lower neck, third position, whatever you want, okay? And so to start off, we're going to make just big, beautiful sound. While I'm doing that, I'm thinking about sinking the weight into each finger, transferring the weight as I play from finger to finger, okay? So comfort, beautiful sound, and left hand comfort. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll do first position, 4 bows per note. Here we go. Ready, and... Great, okay? So just every time I change fingers, I should feel some little change in my hand so that the weight has changed a little bit, okay? It's more balanced when I'm playing 4. I'm not set up to play 1, that kind of idea, all right? Let's do 2 bows per note. Ready, and... Okay, good. Now we can go ahead and do one note per bow. I've been using vibrato. You don't have to do that for this at all. Okay, so you could just play nice, even tone, just thick ribbon of sound is the big thing to think about. Okay, let's go ahead. One more. So one bow per note. Ready, and... Good. And you can listen to the ring. If you get a ring in your cello, that's even better. Oh, look at that. 15 seconds to spare. That's pretty good. So now, if you want to take this to the next level, you can go ahead. You could do this on, a 1-octave scale, or you could start working up the speed and doing it faster tempo. Something like that. Just keep in mind, you still want that beautiful sound in the bow, and as you're playing faster notes, you're just going to be using less bow. But you still want that gorgeous sound, and you want that nice balanced feel in the left hand. So before I go, just a couple little pointers to think about, especially when you're doing this kind of left hand warm-up. This would be a great time not to focus on not over-engaging the thumb. Okay, so we don't want that kind of vice situation. We want much more of a situation where the finger is sinking weight in. You can almost think like you're from the elbow, you're sinking the weight in. Okay, so it's a passive sinking, and it's not gripping or squeezing. And then the other thing I would say is really allowing the hand to rotate as you go from, say, the first finger, to the fourth finger. I want to really rotate around so that I don't end up with my hand in this kind of a position where I'm ready to play first finger, but then fourth finger, my pinky is, kind of a kickstand, and it's not very supported, and so I feel like a lot of pressure and tension as I try to play with my fourth finger. So I bring it around, now it feels balanced. So that's how I would do a 5-minute warm-up for the left hand. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.